Woohoo! I am live. And it is getting dark in here. I might need to go turn a light on. That's what happens when it's October and you're in the I need to turn a light on. Hold on. There we go. Hi, Suzy Woo here. I know I haven't been on YouTube with you guys in a long time, but I'm here now, right? Okay. So I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of an update on what the heck is going on out there in the world energetically, astrologically, and maybe tarologically, right? Um, ooh, devil's on the bottom. Maybe where he belongs, right? All right, I'm going to get comfy. How do you like my fire dress? Isn't it awesome? Okay. There we go. And I do have a Taurus moon. And so we always have Taurus energy is food, especially sweets. All right, you guys, let's get to the meat of it. Okay, so we're at October 12th right now, and the sun is in Libra. And we have a big ass eclipse coming up on Saturday in 2 days. And I am coming from Ellicottville, New York. So I'm in the Northern Hemisphere on Eastern time. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a message about what's going on and what I perceive, and maybe how you can maybe most easily work with these energies. So this big ass eclipse we're having on Saturday is in the sign of Libra, and Libra energy is creative, very creative, but it's also the peacekeeper. It is the scales of justice. So it is a sign that is not represented by a person or an animal, but a scale. So it's a tool. Um, Now you have an astrology chart. Everybody in the world has a chart, and it happens at the very moment that you are born and you breathe your first breath, and they look at the sky and they see what constellation is on the horizon. That's your rising sign. Okay. So everything, everyone, every pet, every business, every sports organization, everything has a chart. So if it's for a business, it's when you sign your articles of incorporation. All right, let's move on from that. So my point of saying that is that you have Libra in your chart somewhere. And I do have a free tool on my website, which is suzy-woo.com. It's SUZY-WOO.com. And there is a free chart generator on there where you could just populate your birthday info. You do need the time and the city that you were born, and padoom, you will get a chart which you can click on things and get little explanations about what that means, and it's very accurate. It is so cool. That's why I love astrology, because it is accurate and it is fun and it is a language, and I love to learn about language. So if you locate the Libra energy in your chart, that is where the eclipse is going to occur. If you're looking at the numbers on your chart, I don't want to overcomplexify things, but it is happening at 21 degrees of Libra. So if you can locate 21 degrees of Libra in your chart, that is smack dab where this eclipse is going to land. And whichever slice of pizza or slice of pie in the wheelhouse, that will give you what area of life will be impacted by this eclipse. And we're having another one 2 weeks after that on the 28th. All right. Let's see. So what would Spirit like me to share? Or I don't call it Spirit, I call it my guides. What would my guides like me to share with you about the energies of... All right, I'm getting a lot of energy in my heart. All right, so I'm just going to go into kind of channeling mode and see what my guides want to share. Okay. They're saying really loud. It's about opening your heart energy, opening up your heart chakra. It has to do with forgiving and forgiveness. It has to do with releasing yourself from carrying the pains of the past in all forms of relationship. There's no need to carry that anymore because it's time to lighten your load. Okay, now they're showing me third grade. So, whatever your teachers or classmates said to you back in the third grade, if you could remember, you would have probably been around 8 years old or so. That's where those are very formative years, and how highly impressionable we are when we are in third grade. That's also the energy of the world as a whole, the collective as a whole, the earth energy as a whole, and that we are moving into a higher essence, elevated consciousness. We're moving into a more elevated consciousness, which is making us smarter, but in a different way. It's not making us intellectually smarter, it's making us more aware. And what's going on there is it's in our third eye, in our pineal gland. It's in the intelligence of our cells, and that our cells each have like a little antenna. Not really, but it's the best way I'm being told how to explain this. Imagine each cell like a little happy face, and it's got a little antenna coming out of its head. So all of your billions and trillions of cells have a little antenna. And where the broadcast is coming from, we are able to receive much stronger now. How exciting is that? And that's helping certain people to wake up and say, "Oh my God, who did I marry? I don't even like you anymore," or "Why am I still in this house?" or anything like that, as it applies to you individually. So that's what's going on, and why that's happening is because the heliosphere, the outer, it's kind of like a blanket of clouds around the outside. The I don't have the technology exactly. It's like an envelopment of clouds, but it's energy around the earth that has been scrambled, is now becoming more clear. And those of us who take care of our bodies, in other words, don't dilute it with chemicals, and that's in any form, and who don't fall into the programming, will are the first wave of people that pick up that we can hear you out there, and out there we can hear you, us. And that's wonderful. And so our intuition is increasing at really, really big waves and levels. And I think that's way exciting, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. And so we're moving into a big turn of events. And now I'm seeing something fall deep down at the end of this month. Something is broken in the United States that goes way deep down into the like bowels of the ship. Um, at the end of this month. So something is breaking in the, okay, it's the economy. Something in the US economy is becoming very broken, and kind of falls off the rails almost, or bottoms out, something like that at the end of this month, which is October. Okay, I'm understanding to help people, the message I'm supposed to be conveying is to go into your heart. It's to not look outwards, and it's to not exactly look into a mirror, but it's to go silent. Now I see better with my eyes closed, but I am going to actually rest my eyes closed now and go into my heart space and deliver the rest of that message. It's to go into your heart space and have stillness. Go into there and explore and expand. It's to go into there and ask the big questions that you need guidance on, and that you each have a pillar of strength or a pillar of light that was designed specifically for you. It's up to you. It is a planet of free choice, and you can choose to believe or not believe anything that you want. You can choose to go this way or go that way. You can choose to get dressed or to stay in bed. And cumulatively, you land exactly where you have brought yourself. And I see like a triangle now, and they're saying that where you are is where you have brought yourself, but that could change at any moment. You can heal traumas of the past. And if you are seeking forgiveness, that you actually do have to forgive yourself first and come into resolve in your own heart. Know that hurt people hurt people. So healthy, balanced people don't treat others with hard, scorching words or, well, that's enough, right? Or dirty deeds or violence. That obviously does not come from a healthy place. So when your job is to get good with you, it's become in alignment with yourself and who you are as a spiritual extension of creative source. And then the vision I have for that is, it makes me so happy inside, but it's to imagine the sun dancing like on the water, like on a fresh lake, maybe. It's to imagine the sun dancing on that. And each one of them happy little sparkles, even though it's a reflection of the sun, that's you compared to creative source or God or the universe, whichever word you're more comfortable using. Isn't that awesome? So you are that little sparkly dancing light that's effortless, being a reflection of the sun. What was that all created from, right? The universe, of course. Or if you like to use the word God, then it's God. It to me, those words are interchangeable. And you are that. So you're an extension of creative source. And where things really went wrong is when the church took God out of people and made God separate and then appointed their people as like mini gods. That's messed up. But that's just the way I'm told to say it. But it was a necessary evil because it's caused so much separation from one with their heart energy, and that heart energy is the connection to creative source. It's caused such a separation that is why there is so much hollowness in the world. But they're giving me the word reprieve, and I don't know that that's correct. It's a trust thing here. I'm always going to go with it. Is to come back home. And when they say come home, they mean into your own heart. So I'd like to just do a quick little exercise and then I will wrap. I'll try not to make my videos too long. So I invite you to please just rest your eyes closed and I'll turn on my indoor voice. All right. And let's take a nice breath into our heart space. Just imagine feeding oxygen to your heart because it needs it. So just breathe in. And you can let it out as you wish. And imagine seeing your heart in there with a little smiley face looking back at you. Another deep breath in. Imagine feeding oxygen to your heart and how happy your heart's getting. Let's go ahead and do that now. Your heart is saying, oh, thank you. Thank you for paying attention to me. I thought you forgot about me. Now, in the next breath in, let's thank our heart. Thank you, heart. Thank you for being there for me. You have beated for me before I even had my first breath. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. You keep the rhythm of my life. Thank you so much, heart. Thank you. And breathe in, feeding oxygen with these grateful feelings of thankfulness. And feel your heart giving you a big hug, loving you back. And just keep breathing into your heart for a second. It's all going to be all right. You are always going to be all right. You need to know that. There's never going to be a time that you are not going to be okay. The universe does have your back. Trust it more. Now let's bring the next breath all the way down to the flats of your feet. And you might feel the bottoms of your feet tingling or warming up. Let's try it again. That's nice, isn't it? Now let's do another deep breath and breathe the oxygen into your hands, both hands at the same time. Imagine your hands maybe like a couple of balloons. You're breathing that beautiful oxygen into your hands. Let's turn on a little bit of gratitude. Your feet are filled with oxygen. Thank you, feet. Thank you for walking, carrying me all of the miles that I've walked. Thank you, hands, for allowing me to reach out and grasp the things that I desire to bring towards myself, or to push away the things that may be dangerous or cause me harm. Thank you so much, beautiful hands and fingers. Breathe into them. Breathe into all four, your two hands and your 2 feet, or as many as you have if you don't have them all. Breathe into them. Breathe into what you got. With full gratitude. Next deep breath, bring your 2 hands to your heart. And feel your heart and your hands reaching for each other. Hey, we're on the same team. Isn't that nice? Let's try being grateful for being alive, for being here during this very important time in Earth's history. Do you have any sensations in your hands or your feet or your heart right now? Put them in the comments. Now let's bring your attention to the top of your head. And on the next breath in, imagine a light purple, like lavender light, coming in from the heavens into the top of your head. And bring that lavender light in through the top of your head into your heart. It's going to meet the energy in the heart. Let's do that now. Deep breath in. Imagine lavender light coming in with the in-breath and meeting your energy in your heart. Ooh. And as you continue to breathe, feel, notice any sensations your body has. And you know what's happening right now? That lavender light is tickling you everywhere. Your entire skin tingling with this warm, dancing lavender light. And all you're doing is breathing. Breathing into everywhere, breathing into your limbs, and now your entire body, including your head. Breathe into your head. And feel your entire body being oxygenated with the next breath. Let's bring the next breath into the bottom of the tailbone, into the root chakra. Breathe into the bottom of your tailbone. What does it feel like in this area? Does it feel crooked? Does it feel straight? Does it feel stable? And let's breathe stability. Let's imagine a triangle with its pointing upward. Instead, make it like a pyramid so it has a nice base. And let's breathe into that pyramid at the bottom of your tailbone now. And feel the base of that pyramid. It's nice and solid as you're breathing into it. And it's saying, thank you. Thanks for paying attention to me down here. And as you continue to breathe, imagine that pyramid at the bottom, at the base of your tailbone, starting to shoot out sparks in a double helix vortex, like your DNA, a spiral energy coming up from the tip, the top of that pyramid, as you're breathing now, going all the way up your tailbone. Going all the way up your spine. Is it tickling? It's going all the way up your spine, right into the center of your head. And that's igniting and sending signals back down to your tailbone, that pyramid. Imagine this pattern, sparks of light coming from the peak of that pyramid, right where you're sitting down, going up your spine to the middle of your head. And the middle of your head ignites and starts sending stronger energies back down. And it goes up and down and up and down. And you're just breathing. And now it's going to light you up everywhere. So just continue breathing and feel and just be aware. The energy of your heart expanding and starting to get dancy and excited. The energy at the base of your tailbone lit up and excited. The energy of your head lit up and excited. Lavender lights coming in. And let's do one last little piece. Let's go back to that pyramid right where you're sitting. Let's focus on that for a moment. And there's a rumbling in the center of the earth, the physical mother, the earth mother, Gaia. And it's rumbling and she starts cracking open at the center, sending radiant frequencies coming up from the center of the earth, feeding into the bottom of that pyramid at the bottom of your tailbone. Feel that. And at your next breath in, it's drawing those energies up into that pyramid. And so that's feeding the system going up. The lavender light is feeding the system going down. And now they're intermingling like a double helix vortex, like your DNA. And boy, oh boy, is it happy. Just continue to breathe now and be aware of any sensations as you're very, very connected. You are love. You are light. Most of all, you are loved. You must know this in every cell of your entire being. You are love itself. You always have been and you always will be. Do you feel it? Feel your hands. Feel your feet. Feel your heart. You gave it attention and it's loving you back. Feel your head and the love, the joy, the soft laughter that surrounds you right now. You are a light being. You are a being of light in a temporary jumpsuit, which would be your body. Your energy cannot be destroyed. This is divine truth. It feels so good, I don't want to end, but I'm going to conclude. And you can continue to breathe and be aware. I thank you for watching. I definitely would invite you to do this anytime you start feeling jumpy or nervous or stressed. Breathe into your heart. Feel how loved you are. And be grateful you did choose to be here during this time. The secret to your purpose is by realizing love for yourself as you are one with all that is. And with that, I will wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. If you have somebody you'd like to share this with, I invite you to please do so. And I'll see you next time. With big love. Find me online if you'd like to book a healing or a reading session. I am at suzy-woo.com. Thank you.